purse. Put it in your back pocket, wherever you decide to put it as opposed to pass it to the person next to you. Guess what? I'm going to catch you before you get out either one of these. Just figured I'd let you know. I also want to do another thing. I think most of you all probably have a camera phone and some sort of way to take a picture. If you can't do it right now, you can do it before the conference is over. I would like for you all, each and every single last one of you all, to take an individual picture with this gold medal. Because I want you all to see and understand and every single day appreciate the fact that the gold medal is within your reach. No matter what it is that you choose to do, the gold medal is within your reach. So you can do it in your seat, you can do it, after the conference is over. Just don't take the medal home. So, so I didn't totally come here to talk about only my gold medal. Came to talk to you about how I got it. This here, before I explain this here, this is a cute little floral arrangement that was in Beijing. I just thought it was cute enough to take a picture of it and also bring it here so you all can see it. Did I get that? Visualize your goal. For 4 years, day in, day out, that's all I thought about. Was that stadium right there. 4 years, day in, day out, all I thought about was that stadium right there. Why? Because I knew I had to get to the stadium first in order to win my gold medal. So important for you to determine whatever your who, your what, your when, your where, your why is, as it pertains to your goals, as it pertains to your personal brand. So important. Absolutely important to visualize your goal. Because if I didn't know what that stadium looked like, I have no idea how to get there. Can't just explain that to you all. You all have to see where you want to go. And that stadium was where I wanted to be. It's not guaranteed that every single athlete that tries is going to make the Olympic team or Paralympic team. Not a guarantee. I mean, you could be the greatest person in the world, greatest athlete in the world, and if when that particular day of your trials, if you do not perform, guess what? You'll be sitting home watching the games on TV. And so in order for me to visualize my goal, I had to understand, one, what I did well, and two, what I just did not do well. I already knew getting down to starting blocks that, you know what, I don't really react very fast to the gun. Or maybe I'll react really fast, but the time it takes for my brain to start moving my foot, they don't go together well. And I can't even blame it on the fact that I'm an amputee, because even before I was an amputee, I still couldn't move that left leg real fast enough to get out the block. So I can't even blame it on being disabled. But anyway, so you can't blame it on whatever you don't do well, don't blame it on anything else but you. So because what you have to do is you have to learn how to make your weaknesses your strengths, or either make your strengths a whole lot stronger, so you can almost forget about your weaknesses. And the last thing is that monuments become pinnacles. That stadium to me was a monument, but I knew it represented the pinnacle of my life. I knew it represented where I wanted to go. I knew it represented everything I had been training for, and I knew it represented my dream as well as so many other people's dreams. Very important. Appreciate the journey. Like I said, I trained for 4 whole years for this idea. 4 whole years, day in, day out, moved across the country, started training with a whole new coach. But every single day, I tried to learn how to appreciate the journey. Because when I first started out, all I kept thinking about was, I gotta win this gold medal, gotta win this gold medal, gotta win this gold medal. And I started missing days in between. Because I was so focused on getting there that I wasn't appreciating the journey in between. I had a girl that trained with us every day. And she said she she didn't make it to the finals in hurdles, and the 400-meter hurdles. And she said, I asked her, I said, how was your experience in Athens? And she said, I have no idea. And I said, you worked so hard to get somewhere, and you have no idea what your experience was like? And she said, I was so focused on winning a medal. And I said, okay. And I just sat there because I knew she didn't win the medal. She knew she didn't win the medal, but I was so interested in seeing what her next comment was. She said, and so I wasted 4 years of my life trying to get somewhere because I didn't appreciate anything along the way. So I said, you know what? I'm not going to be like her. I'm going to appreciate every single day along the way. So people ask me, are you having fun? Absolutely. And people say to me, hey, well, you travel so much. That's great. That's what I love to do. That's what I asked God for. That's what He gave to me. That's what I love to do. And yes, I'm having fun. You can't possibly be having all this fun if you got to pack your bags and every couple of days you're staying in a hotel and then you're meeting all these people and your social life is taking a hit and you're still trying to find a husband. You can't possibly. But I said, you know what? I'm going to appreciate the journey. Because every single moment I go somewhere, every time I get an opportunity to touch people's lives, every time I get an opportunity to meet new people, that's enriching my life. And that's what's so important to you. And make sure that no matter whatever your goal or dream is, that you appreciate people along the way. This picture I took we did a training camp in Okinawa, Japan, before we went over to Beijing. And when I tell you, the people in Japan were just absolutely marvelous to us. I mean, we stayed on the military base in Japan. You couldn't ask, there was not one single thing you couldn't ask for that they didn't give to you. I mean, they even took us in like the flight simulators and stuff. I mean, we were in the officers club. I mean, just full access to the military base. And I said, you know what, how often people that non-military get full access to the military base? And they flew us over in a private charter and landed us right on the military base. And the entire time we were there, the entire time, they treated us like we were heroes. We're sitting there like, that's crazy. And I tell you, I need to find a picture of it. I'm sure someone has it that was on that plane with me. But as we got ready to leave, that plane got ready to leave in Okinawa and go to Beijing, all of the soldiers lined up. All the soldiers that were working that day lined up. And they saluted our plane as we left. Talk about some ironic. So, 24/7, 365. That's all I had to say. That's what I did every day. And that's what it's going to take for you to get where you go. People are like, April, do you sleep? I'm like, yeah, but I have a notepad. Since I don't have a husband, I got a notepad. Mine's going to fill it with something. Notepad sitting right on my bed. I wake up sometimes in the middle of the night and start writing. My phone's sitting right by my head. Why? Because if I just in the middle of the night, you need to tweet about something, I don't know what I'm thinking. And my mom said, you do that in your sleep. So yeah, sometimes I read a text message in the middle of my sleep, and I know what it said, but I'm asleep. But that just goes to show you how passionate you become about where you want to go, about what you're doing. And that's, I mean, that is my everyday life. One is to be able to help people. Two is to be able to get to my dream. Because I don't know about you all, but I work for a communications company. I'm not going to tell you their name, but can you hear me now? I work for that company, and every single day, before I walked through that door, and before that door shut, I stopped and stood at the door. And I said, wow, God, I have no idea what lesson you're trying to teach me, because I absolutely hate this job. But it was, according to other people's standards, it was a great job. It was a great job. Why? Because I got paid a whole lot of money to be there. Two is because I had good benefits. And three, because I had some vacation. That's a great job to people. But it's not a great job when you're disappointed to have to walk through the door every single day. And I knew that wasn't the person I was. I'm not a lazy person at all. But I absolutely hated walking through that door every day. Why? Because I was doing absolutely nothing to fulfill my dream. I was doing everything to fulfill someone else's dream, someone else's company. I said, you know what? If you are to be the CEO of your own company, guess what? You need to get out of theirs. You need to figure out a way to get out of theirs. And so I was in work one day, and they sent out a mass email and said, no, we pay for education. I said, wow. Ding, 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 ding. Pay for education. All right, pay for education. I said, okay. And I went to my manager's office, and she said, yes, sir, how can you know till we pay for education? I said, okay, does this mean a master's degree? And she said, yeah, I think it means a master's degree too. I said, okay. I said, do I owe you anything after this? She said, not a thing. I said, okay. She made a phone call to our district supervisor. And he came back and he said, she got to sign on a piece of paper because if we pay for 2 years of school, then she's supposed to give us 2 years after that. She hung up the phone with him and said, we're going to act like we didn't hear that. Thank you. Appreciate it. Because I don't want to stay here another 2 years after I'm done. But I do want you to pay for my education. And so it was so funny because I started working on my degree.